And a good afternoon once again, and welcome inside the Carter Activity Center on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College on the western edge of Paragould, Arkansas. It is Championship Saturday. The women have been crowned. The College of the Ozarks soundly defeating the Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneers to get that final victory. But a men's championship set to begin here in about 4.5 minutes between two upsetting teams. College of the Ozarks, the number 4 seed, upsetting top-seeded Crowley's Ridge College. And the Tigers of Voorhees College, the 3 seed, upsetting 2 seed, Lincoln Christian University. And so it is 2 squads that the bottom half of the bracket have made their way to the national champion, or not national championship. They have advanced to the A.I.I tournament that will be held later on in a few weeks' time. But the Pioneers have fallen, and their season is over. But the Tigers and the Bobcats, both. We got some big cats playing today. Tigers and Bobcats will not have this be their final game. They know that they have at least one more game to play in the big dance. One game that they would like to win is this one to get the A.I.I conference crown. As we look at the matchup between the two teams, you know it's a strange year. It's a crazy COVID year when two teams, Voorhees 2-8 and College of the Ozarks 2-4. A combined 4 wins on the floor, yet both teams have advanced to the national tournament only in a year with the headlines dominated by a little thing called coronavirus. And so both teams combining for 16 games. But both teams, the games that they have played well. As we look at the matchup, the Voorhees Tigers averaging 70 points a game. The Bobcats averaging 63. Bobcats at 40% from the floor. Voorhees 43% from the floor. From long range, both teams will convert for about 7 3-pointers per game. From the charity stripe, Voorhees 65.2%, 61.3% for College of the Ozarks. Rebounding, Ozarks average nearly 40 rebounds per game. Their opposition, the Voorhees Tigers, will average about 32 rebounds a game. Helpers, Bobcats at 13.5 helpers. Tigers, 11 turnovers per game. Bobcats at 14. Tigers at 14 as well. Steals, 7 per game for Voorhees. 6 per game for the Bobcats. And 2 blocks per game for Voorhees. 3 for the Bobcats. And so an evenly matched game of where one team excels in one statistical category, the other one takes a different statistical category. And so this should match up to be a good contest. Again, the winner of this game crowned the Association of Independent Institutions tournament champion. Would improve their resume for the national tournament seeding, as both teams will play in that final tournament. The leaders on each squad, for the Tigers, it is one name in particular. Hector Rosario, in 4 statistical categories, leads his Tigers, averaging 10.6 points a game, 5.2 rebounds a game, 2.1 assists per game, and 1.3 steals per game. All tops for his team. The only category that Rosario is not at the head of for Voorhees is Staten Levine. It has 6 total blocks for the Tigers. On the other side for the Bobcats, Traden Rackley averaging 14 points a game. Aiden Stone at 9 rebounds a game. Traden Rackley at 3 assists per game. Tanner Diaz, 1.2 steals per game. And Garrett Zimmerman averaging just shy of 1 block per game. We're going to send it down to the floor where public address announcer Alston Schweihart will have our pregame prayer, and then we will introduce the starting lineups for this championship game between the College of the Ozarks and Voorhees College. This is the A.I.I Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus students of Crowley College for the 2020-2021 A.I.I. Conference Tournament. We would like to congratulate both teams competing in this contest for securing their place in this season's A.I.I. National Tournament. Before we begin, we ask that you please stand with your caps for our prayer, then remain singing the might of our national anthem. Today we'll be led in prayer by Colton Douglas. Same on roads as it is raining outside. God, we thank you for both schools that are here today and all the teams that have been represented through this tournament. We thank you for the success that they have had and they will continue to have going on to the national tournament. God, we pray for the safety of both players and the officials tonight. They will remain injury-free. God, we thank you for all the schools that are represented and may they continue to have success, especially their athletic program. God, we thank you for our officials this evening. We pray for them and their family as well. May they help officiate this game to the best of their knowledge. God, we pray that in all things that we leave everything out of the court, play with all our heart and soul and strength as you tell us to. God, help us in all things to follow the footsteps of your Son, Jesus. In Christ's name we pray.
And welcome back to the Carter Activity Center. I'm Dustin Seymour, the Sports Information Director at Crowley's Ridge College. And this is a championship game between the 2-8 Voorhees Tigers and the 2-4 Bobcats of College of the Ozarks. They will be the guests on the scoreboard. They are led by Steve Shepard in his 19th season at the helm of the Bobcats. Coach Shepard will send out Garrett Zimmerman, a 6'9 freshman from Ash Grove, Missouri. He averages 8 points a game. Trayden Rackley, a 6'2 senior from Republic, Missouri, leads the team, averaging 14 points a game. He shoots 36% from the floor. Aiden Stone, a 6'5 sophomore from Thayer, Missouri, averages 13 points a game and 54% from the floor. Andrew Mitchell, a 6'4 sophomore out of Blue Eye, Missouri, averages 8 points a game, has knocked down a team-high 13 three-pointers. And Josh Linehan, a 6'5 freshman out of Rogersville, Missouri, he averages 10 points a game. 3 Bobcats average double digits per game. Aiden Stone averages 4 offensive boards a game. Had his 8th best in the NAIA. As a team, the Bobcats are 16th in the nation and only allowing their opponents to score 69 points. On the other side, from Denmark, South Carolina, the Voorhees College Tigers, led by Gabriel Huff in his first season at the helm of the blue and white. He will send out Jordan Blue, a 6'2 sophomore out of Duluth, Georgia, who averages 6 points a game. Willie Ferguson, a 6'8 senior out of Blacksville, South Carolina, will hit the floor. Number 20, Joel Davis, a 6'4 junior from Chicago, Illinois. Tawan Bowie, a 6' even junior from Charleston, South Carolina, will hit the floor at guard. And rounding off Coach Huff's Tigers will be Hector Rosario, who averages 11 points a game, the 6'3 sophomore out of Duluth, Georgia. Big squads on the floor. The Bobcats have just 2 players who are sub 6 feet, and the Tigers have 1 player who is sub 6 feet. So a big team. Expect them to hit the floor hard and well. Voorhees in their home whites. White shirts, white shorts with blue numerals and a blue Voorhees across the chest and blue triangular stripes on the trunks. The Bobcats in away maroon and cream, maroon trunks and tops with a cream numeral and white outline. Going to the center dot is going to be Joel Davis for the Tigers and Garrett Simmerman for the Bobcats. So Simmerman and the Bobcats moving left to right across your screen. And Davis and the Tigers moving right to left. The referee in the center dot. Ball is in the air, and we are underway. It will be Bobcat basketball to start the contest as the Bobcats move left to right across the screen. Simmerman on the far wing, guarded by Davis, will go and find Linehan. Linehan spins around on the near wing. He will bounce past to Simmerman on the near corner. Simmerman goes to the top of the key. Head fake by Mitchell. Goes to the left side to Rackley. Rackley off the left elbow will go and find Simmerman on the near wing. Simmerman, 4 on the shot clock, finds Mitchell. Linehan loses control of the ball and a shot clock violation. A stifling defense by the Voorhees Tigers. Coach Gabriel Huff sending out Blue, Ferguson, Davis, Bowie, and Rosario. Coach Shepard sends Simmerman, Rackley, Stone, Mitchell, and Linehan. On the near wing is Davis. Joel Davis will bounce pass to find Ferguson. Ferguson on the left block. He heaves it out to find Blue. Blue back to Davis. Davis for 3 from the near wing. No good. And the rebound is going to go to the hands of Avery Perkins. However, he is a Pioneer, so he is out of bounds, so it's Bobcat ball. Simmerman at the top of the key to the right side, and he finds Linehan. Linehan trying to work around the Voorhees defense. Voorhees did not allow the Bobcats to take a shot. Here is Rackley with the first shot. No good. Rebound coming down to Blue, who now finds Bowie. Tawan Bowie on the near wing looks to his right side, finding Jordan Blue. Blue drives into the paint. He runs into his own player, and that's a travel. 18:38 left in this first half of play of a championship game. College of the Ozarks ladies have already been crowned earlier today. And I can tell you that a big cat will be the men's champion. Whether it is a Bobcat or a Tiger, we will find out in 38 minutes. Lay in coming from Aiden Stone as the Bobcats draw first blood. Jordan Blue looks to his left side and finds Tawan Bowie. Bowie at the top of the key will spin the ball going down to find Ferguson. Ferguson posts up, and we have a charge. So Ferguson posting up a little too strong, committing the infraction, and it is 2-0, nearing 2 minutes gone in the opening half. Rackley looks to his right side to Mitchell. Mitchell between the circles, loses his dribble, goes to Simmerman on the near wing. Goes back to Rackley at the top of the key. Rackley to Stone. Stone at the right elbow, trying to work around the Tiger defense. Looks to his left to Mitchell. Mitchell down low to Simmerman off the left block. Simmerman finds Stone. Stone's layup is up and in. Aiden Stone makes it 4-0 in favor of the College of the Ozarks. Jordan Blue drifts to his left side on the near wing. Goes to the right side, finding Blue once again. Rackley, slow to get up, twisted his ankle on that play. Is moving quite gingerly, and he will call a timeout as he makes his way to the bench. Just a substitution timeout as Traden Rackley. That is a big loss. Should he be out for any extended amount of time, as Rackley leads the team, averaging 14 per game. Rackley being tended to by Garrett Klaus, Crowley's Ridge's trainer. So our thoughts are with Traden Rackley as he will have his left ankle looked at. The inbound will go and find Stone, who looks to his left side to Mitchell. Mitchell at the baseline goes up top, and that will be a backcourt violation should the Bobcats take it, and it indeed is a backcourt violation. So it is Tiger ball. So underneath their own hoop will have the Tigers. Jordan Blue will inbound. Blue will bounce pass. Blue gets the ball back from Davis. Blue looks to his left side to Bowie. Tawan Bowie inside the paint goes out to Rosario. Rosario hooks it around the defenders and gets it stolen by the Bobcats. Rogers looks and finds Mitchell. Mitchell back to Rogers around the horn. Down low to Stone. Stone double team. Muscles a shot up off the backboard. No good. Stone palms skyward, thinking he was fouled. Staten Levine will enter for Voorhees. He will replace Willie Ferguson. Levine will inbound as he finds Jordan Blue. Blue to the right side to Levine. Levine around the horn. Levine busted out 29 points yesterday off the bench. Cutting inside, shot is up, shot is in, and fouled on the try is Hector Rosario. So Hector Rosario for the chance for the old-fashioned two-point play. Andrew Mitchell whistled with a foul. Hector Rosario averaging 73% from the charity stripe for the and one. Full court press put on now by the Tigers of Voorhees College. Mitchell looks to his left to Linehan. Linehan crosses the court. And we have a charge.
Personal foul, the second team foul.
Three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebound comes down to Rogers. For those watching online, our camera operator is a robot. So sometimes the action may not be as closely followed as should be. It is a automatic smart camera that tries to follow the action best it can. And so we will try to keep you as up to date as we can. Shot is up and no good from Levine. Rogers on the far sideline. Spins around. He'll back off between the circles on the far side as he looks and finds Linehan. Linehan back to Mitchell. Mitchell to the top of the key to Simmerman. Simmerman to the right side to Rogers. Rogers on the near wing finds Simmerman off the right block. Simmerman tries to post up, does with the left hand, no good. Levine with a rebound. 5 minutes gone here in the first act of play. Rosario all by himself with all kinds of time and drains the three-pointer as the Tigers take a 6-4 lead. Stone looks to his right side, finding Simmerman. And that's tipped out of bounds, last touched by Tawan Bowie. The Bobcats will send in Matt Lubert. The Tigers will send in Bryce Williams. And an errant pass by the Bobcats will give the ball to the Tigers as Voorhees leads 6-4, 14:39 left to go here in the opening half. Hector Rosario receives the inbound pass. Rosario, the Duluth, Georgia native, on the far wing, moves to his left side. At the free throw line, he'll back off. Bounce passes to Levine. Levine spins, 15-feet jumper. Yes, great play there by the 6'5" senior from the Palmetto State. Linehan on the near corner. Goes to his left side, finds Stone. Stone at the free throw line, out to Rogers. Rogers three-pointer on the way. No. Rebounded by Bowie. Tawan Bowie looks to his right side to Rosario, who one-touch passes to Blue. Jordan Blue back to Bowie. to Levine. Levine drives inside, now out, but into the Fisher women's team. And I know that they would like to continue to play, but they are out of play. So that is a 30-second timeout. 13:56 left to go. Bobcats trailing the Tigers of Voorhees College 8-4. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life. Talk to your doctor about creating a plan that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageYourBP.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Medical Association, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Carter Activity Center. 13:56 left to go before intermission. Bobcats of College of the Ozarks trailing the Tigers of Voorhees College. It will be Bobcat ball. Rogers inbounds and finds Matt Lubert. Lubert will bounce past to Simmerman. Simmerman to Rogers on the near wing. Rogers back to Simmerman. Simmerman on the right corner goes back out to Lubert. Lubert at the top of the key. 15 on the shot clock. Lubert finds a seam and lays it up and lays it in. 8-6. Tigers leading the Bobcats. Crossing midcourt is Jordan Blue. Jordan Blue stands between the circles, lets the offensive play develop. Staten Levine, head fakes, goes to his left side to Rosario. Rosario into the paint, back out to Levine. Levine at the free throw line, fadeaway jumper, back iron, no good, and we have a rebounding foul on the Bobcats. Whistled with a violation will be Matt Lubert. Lubert gets his first personal foul. Third team foul for the Ozarks. Inbounded to Tawan Bowie. Bowie head fakes the three, now takes the three. Yes, sir. Tawan Bowie puts his Tigers up 11-6. But coming are the maroon and white Bobcats, and that's stolen. Picked away by Bowie. Bowie going coast to coast, lays it in with the right hand. Tawan Bowie with 5 quick points as the Tigers take a 13-6 lead over the Bobcats. Tanner Rogers, the Webb City, Missouri native, bounce passes to Stone. Stone crosses to Rackley. Good to see Rackley back into the game after exiting with an ankle injury. Zimmerman hands off to Rackley. Rackley thought about the three-pointer and looks to his right side to Lubert. 8 on the shot clock as Lubert drives in, now outside to Rackley. Rackley tried to get the three off, trying to draw the foul, but it goes into the hands of Hector Rosario. Rosario to Bowie on the far wing via Blue. Bounce pass to Levine. Levine tries to muscle it up, but Levine is fouled on his way to the hoop. This foul again whistled on Lubert. Lubert, a 6'4 sophomore, will send Staten Levine. 6'5 senior out of Charleston, Missouri. Levine averaging 68% from the charity stripe. First free throw from Levine rattles out. Malik Wood enters for the Tigers. For the Bobcats, we'll send in Tanner Diaz and Andrew Mitchell. Missing his first free throw is Levine. His second is on its way, and it is good. Staten Levine makes it a 13-6 game, nearing the midway point. The bounce pass finds Lubert. Lubert to the left side to a wide open Mitchell, and Mitchell drains the three-pointer. He has done that more than any other Bobcat. That is his 14th three-pointer of the season. And this is just the Bobcats' 7th game. Tawan Bowie head fakes the three, backs off and finds Wood. Wood to Rosario on the near corner. Rosario pops up, misses his shot, and the rebound comes down to Traden Rackley. Rackley looks to his right side to Mitchell. Mitchell crosses to Simmerman. Simmerman goes down low to a cutting Diaz. Diaz goes out to Mitchell. Mitchell for three. That one is short, rebounded by Tawan Bowie. Bowie goes to the right side to Malik Wood. Malik Wood backs off. Heaves it across the court to Bowie. Bowie on the near wing, pulling up for three. That is no good. Rebounded by Staten Levine. Levine muscles it in by himself. Levine, 29 points yesterday, up to 5 today. 16-9. Tigers of Voorhees lead the Bobcats of the College of the Ozarks. Traden Rackley pulls up from the right elbow. That is short, rebounded by Bowie. Bowie now with 2 points and 5 rebounds. 2 rebounds, 5 points. Levine underneath, off the window. That is good.
2 points, number 2.
Staten Levine makes it a 9-point game. Tigers doubling up the Bobcats, 18-9. Midway through the opening act. Left side is Diaz. Diaz continues to move to his right side. Mitchell finds Lubert. Lubert heaves it over to head coach Jordan Malone, but she is a softball coach. There you go. She is out of play. I know she'd like to come back and play. She was a letter winner for the Lady Pioneers. But it will be Voorhees ball. 10 minutes, 24 seconds left in the half. Bobcats trailing the Tigers 18-9. It is Tiger ball. Malik Wood crossing midcourt. Wood will float to his right side, picking up his dribble, finds Williams. Williams to Terrell Wyndham into the game for the first time. Bounce passes to Levine. Levine pops, no good. Rebound coming to Diaz. Diaz will cross. Just in front of the scorer's table on the far sideline. Diaz picks up his dribble. Passes errant, however, Stone is able to collect it. Stone finds Rogers. Rogers on the near wing. Moves to his right side. Bounce passes to Stone. Stone posts up against Levine. No good. Rebound coming to Rosario. Rosario picks up his 4th rebound of the game. Rosario goes outside to Williams. Williams for 3 from the far corner. No good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Diaz at the top of the key. Looks to his right side, finding Rackley. Rackley underneath. Diaz has a pass stolen away by Williams. Staunch defense. Out to Levine. Levine off the right block. Goes back off to Rosario. Hector Rosario calls the play. Spins around. Out to Levine on the far corner. Levine heaves it to the other side of the floor to Williams. Williams for 3. That is no good. Rebounded by Rackley of the Bobcats. Diaz to the left side, head faking the shot as Mitchell made the defender bite. We have a foul as Bryce Williams. Little too much contact on that defense. Bobcats have turned the ball over 7 times. Voorhees has stolen it away once and has 1 block. Mitchell inbounds to Diaz. Diaz at the volleyball 10-foot line will now drive in. Shot is up. It is partially blocked by Rosario. Back into the game is Joel Davis. Davis goes all by himself, weaves in and out of traffic and lays it in. As head coach Steve Shepard just stares down the referee thinking that it was a travel violation. Instead, Stone off the ball, loses control, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the maroon and white. Tiger ball. Voorhees leading 20-9. Malik Wood receives the inbound, slowly works it away around the timeline on the far side. Wood calling for motion. He'll back off, pulls up, but he will walk with it. Spinning his wheels a bit. So an unforced error by the Tigers gives the ball right back to the Bobcats. Traden Rackley on the near wing, loses his dribble, goes out to Diaz on the near corner. Diaz finding Stone, who looks to his left side to an open Mitchell. Mitchell for 3 from the top of the key. Back iron, rebounded by Stone. Offensive board goes out to Rogers. Rogers out to Diaz. Diaz to the left side, finding Mitchell. Mitchell moves to his right side to Rogers. 10 on the timer. Rogers to the left side, finding Rackley. Rackley heaving a shot from point. Look out. No good. Rebound coming to Wyndham. Terrell Wyndham on the far wing, pulling up for a three-pointer. Short rebound coming to Rogers. Tanner Rogers passes to a cutting Stone. Stone lays it up. He is fouled before the shot. He was able to lay it in. However, he was fouled before he got the shot off, so erase 2 points from the board. But it will be Bobcat ball under their own halo. 25 ticks on the timer, 7:19 left to go before recess. Mitchell at the top of the key goes to a posting Stone. Out to Diaz, to the top of the key to Rackley. Rackley to the right side to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Stone. Stone has that tipped away by Wood. Zachary White into the game. Hands off and finds Wyndham, and Wyndham pump fakes and lays it in. 22-9. Tigers lead. Stone goes off and finds Mitchell. Mitchell at the top of the key to the left side to Rogers. Rogers on the far wing will find Stone. Stone spins around, lays it off the glass. That touched nylon before rattling out, but the offensive board by the Bobcats finds Creighton Rackley. They'll take 3 over 2 any day, will the Bobcats. And it is 22-12. .620 to go in the opening half. Staten Levine prepares to check in for the Tigers. Wyndham with the ball. He'll bounce pass to find Davis. Davis, 5 on the shot clock, needs to get a shot off. He puts a fadeaway up, no good. Rebounded by Mitchell of the Bobcats. Mitchell on the near wing, picks up his dribble. Stone on the right elbow, goes back to Rogers. Rogers drifts to his right side, finding Rackley. Rackley to Stone. Posting up is Stone. Stone spins around, contested shot, misses his shot. However, he is fouled on his attempt. That foul whistled on Terrell Wyndham. So that will send Aiden Stone, 6'5" sophomore out of Thayer, Missouri, averaging 40% from the charity stripe. First of 2 on its way. Back iron, no good. Josh Linehan re-enters for the Bobcats, as does Garrett Zimmerman. Staten Levine back in for the Tigers, as is Jordan Blue. Aiden Stone will ready his second free throw, missing the first, second on its way, and it hits the back iron. And Stone gets his own rebound, lays it up, and one. So he misses both free throws, and will lay it in, and a chance for an and one. So Stone has barely left the free throw line, and he heads right back to the 15-foot line. That foul whistled on Staten Levine. The and one is good. So Aiden Stone pulls the Bobcats ever so closer. 22-15, Tigers lead. Near side is that is Wood. Wood finds Levine. Levine off the window and good. Rackley to Stone. Stone saw a cutting Linehan, but now finds Linehan on the near wing. Back to Stone off the right elbow. Down to a cutting. Great pass by Stone. Good move by Rackley to catch it on the fly and lay it in. The Tigers inbounded too quickly, so they'll have to start over. Inbound goes to Blue. Jordan Blue will bounce pass to Davis. Davis finding Wyndham. Wyndham pulling up for 3. No good. Rebounded by Garrett Zimmerman. Zimmerman standing at 6'9" as a freshman. And that is stolen by Wood. And Wood will lay it in by himself, the steal and the score. And it is now 26-17. And a foul, this time on Malik Wood. Malik Wood trying again for a steal and a score, but too aggressive on that. Twan Bowie and Jordan Blue re-entering. Graydon Rackley inbounds as he finds Tanner Rogers. Rogers will bounce past to Stone, back to Rogers, to the left side to Rackley on the far wing. Rackley to the top of the key to Linehan. Linehan back to Rogers. Zimmerman, 10 on the shot clock. Rackley at the top of the key. Back to Rogers. Rogers pulling up for three. Rattles, yes, sir. Rattles in. That hit every inch of iron before deciding, yeah, I guess I'll go in. Two-possession game. Tigers leading 26-20. Malik Wood on the near wing. Goes outside. One-touch pass to Bowie. Tawan Bowie for three. Yes, on the far wing. Tawan Bowie makes it a 29-20 game. Spinning around is Linehan. Linehan picks up his dribble, muscles it up. No good. Staten Levine with the board. Levine gets his third rebound, already up to 9 points. Out to Bowie. Bowie's three-pointer is no good. Levine almost had the board, but loses control, and so it falls harmlessly out of bounds. It is Bobcat ball. Graydon Rackley, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go before the break. Zimmerman. Zimmerman at the top of the key to Rackley. Rackley plants and shoots the three-pointer and banks it in. Graydon Rackley makes a 6-point game again, 29-23. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Wood finding Ferguson, looking to the left side to Bowie. Bowie on the near wing will spin, pass it down to Levine. Levine back to a cutting Bowie, but Bowie runs into Linehan, and Linehan able to take it away. Linehan just inside the near wing, passes out to Rackley. Rackley's three-pointer is no good. Coming in is Jordan Blue to get the board. Staten Levine pulls up for three from the near wing. That's no good. Two misses the shot. Two for the other team, gets the rebound. That two being worn by Trayden Rackley of the Bobcats. Rackley will slow things down. Hand off to Rogers. Rogers to Linehan. Linehan back to Rogers, but out of reach, and that's out of bounds. And the Tigers want to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go before the half. Tigers lead it 29-23. This is A.I.I. Championship Basketball on the Crowley Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. One, okay, cool guy. Two, three times. Next, oh, I put it in reverse. Meep, meep, meep. Then I take it up and down, up and down. And that, kiddos, is called the forklift.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now that's dancing. Sure beats flossing.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. Staten Levine will inbound for the Tigers as he looks and finds Jordan Blue. Full court press put on now by the Bobcats. Cutting through Rosario on the far wing. Rosario finding Bowie. Bowie between the circles, hands off to Blue. Blue to Levine off the right elbow, back to Blue. One-touch passes to Bowie. Bowie finds Levine off the left elbow, no good. Rebounded by Ferguson. Ferguson outside to Blue, finding Tawan Bowie. Bowie to Levine, left elbow outside to Rosario. Rosario goes up, goes under, and good. Hector Rosario up to 8 points on his half. 94 seconds left in the opening act. Rogers on the far wing, bounce passes to Stone. Stone pump fakes, now takes the shot, and that's good. Aiden Stone makes it 31-25. Staten Levine finds Bowie to Wood. Wood calls the play. Down low is Ferguson. Ferguson goes back out to Blue. Blue to the left side to Rosario. Rosario loses control of the ball. Pass is errant. Ozarks ball. 65 seconds to go before the intermission. Voorhees 31, College of the Ozarks 25.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
1 minute.
And that pass nearly taken away. Instead, Zimmerman will maintain possession to Rogers. Rogers backing off. Tries to work around the defense. Finally hands off to Linehan. Linehan on the near corner. Will drive down the baseline. Puts up a shot. Just rattles out. But Linehan is fouled on his attempt. So the 6'5 freshman will go to the free throw line.
Voorhees foul number 21. That is his first personal foul with 17.
That foul whistled on Tawan Bowie. So Linehan will ready his first free throw. It's on its way. It is good. 31-26. One more free throw upcoming for the maroon and cream or gold or whichever color you want to designate that. Second free throw is good.
Number 30 shots for Linehan. 2 for 2. Come on. Matt Luber.
Substitution as Matt Lubert re-enters for the Bobcats. Strong pressure by the Bobcats. Rosario, final 35 seconds in the half. Rosario at the top of the key to the right side to Bowie. Back to Rosario. Rosario closely guarded by Rackley as Rosario will back off. Rosario will let a play develop and just let the clock melt as much as possible. Bobcats content to let them do that. Rosario goes out to Bowie. Tawan Bowie for three. No good. Rebound tipped out. Bowie gets the board to the left side to Blue. Blue, 5 seconds to go. Back to Bowie. Bowie drives in, now out to Levine. Levine for a buzzer beater. No. And that will do it for the opening 20 minutes of play. And this championship game, 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go, as the Tigers of Voorhees lead the Bobcats of the College of the Ozarks 31-27. We're going to step aside, and on the other side, we'll have halftime stats. At the half, Tigers 31, Bobcats 27. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge Pioneer Digital Network.
If you're worried your friend may be struggling, remember, you don't have to be there to be there.
You can say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can write them a text or knit them a sweater. If you can't be together, you can write them a letter. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You can ask on your couch while you binge watch. However you do it, you gotta ask a friend. And if they don't share, you can ask again. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the JED Foundation.
It's intermission at the Ridge. Tigers of Voorhees lead the Bobcats of the College of the Ozarks 31-27. As we look at halftime stats, Voorhees shooting 42% from the floor, making 13 of a 31 try half. Ozarks 38%, 10 of 26 from the floor. From long range, the Bobcats attempting 11 three-pointers, making 4. Voorhees trying 15 times from long range, connecting on 3 from the charity stripe. Not many free throws in the half, 8 total. Bobcats went 3 of 5, Tigers 2 of 3. Rebounding as even as it gets. 17 rebounds for the Tigers, 17 rebounds for the Bobcats. 4 offensive boards for the Bobcats, 4 offensive boards for the Tigers. So an identical rebound line. And as we look at second chance points, only 1 point differential. On second chance points, 4 offensive rebounds for each team. But the Bobcats had 6 points off of those second chances, and Voorhees with 7. Ozarks coughing the ball up 11 times, turning around to 11 points for the Tigers, as Voorhees gave the ball away 7 times, 8 points off the turnover for College of the Ozarks. As we look at the individual leaders, Ozarks are led offensively by Aiden Stone with 9 points, 5 rebounds. Traden Rackley has 8 points and 3 rebounds. Also scoring is Andrew Mitchell with a 3, Tanner Rogers with a 3, 2 points apiece for Matt Lubert and Josh Linehan. On the other side for the Tigers, they are led by Staten Levine's 9 points. 8 points apiece for Tawan Bowie and Hector Rosario. Also in the scoring column, 2 points apiece for Malik Wood, Joel Davis, and Terrell Wyndham. The rebounding leaders are Hector Rosario and Tawan Bowie with 4 each. 3 boards for Staten Levine. We got about 12 minutes left in this halftime break. We'll step aside and have an extended break, and we'll get you back in time for the final 20 minutes of this A.I.I. Conference Championship Saturday between the College of the Ozarks and Voorhees College. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network. Welcome back to the Carter Activity Center on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College, western edge of Paragould, Arkansas, here in the northeast corner of the Natural State. I'm Dustin Seymour, the Sports Information Director here at Crowley's Ridge College. You are watching the A.I.I. Conference Championship, though I'm sure you already know that, between the Bobcats of the College of the Ozarks, number 4 seed, and the number 3 seed Tigers of Voorhees College. The Bobcats come visiting Paragould from Point Lookout, Missouri, the outskirts of Branson. And the Tigers a long way from home from Denmark, South Carolina. The bounce pass goes down low as the Tigers move left to right across your screen. As Jordan Blue has the ball on the far side, he'll stand on the head of Pioneer Pete as he goes to the top of the key, finding Davis. Davis hands off to Bowie. Bowie will bounce pass down low, finding Rosario. Rosario heaves it out, now crossing the court, finding Bowie. Bowie bounces down low, finding Davis, and Davis lays it in. On the court to start the second half for the Tigers is Tawan Bowie, Jordan Blue, Hector Rosario, Willie Ferguson, and Joel Davis. For the Bobcats, it is Traden Rackley, Garrett Zimmerman, Josh Linehan, Andrew Mitchell, and Matt Lubert. Foul off the ball. This is whistled on Ferguson. Traden Rackley inbounds, finding Stone. Stone hands it right back off to Rackley. Rackley to Zimmerman, to the right side, finding Mitchell. Mitchell to the top of the key to Zimmerman. Back to Rackley, 8 on the shot clock. Stone pump fakes, pulls up, short, rebounded by Rosario. Rosario gets his 5th board of the night underneath. Joel Davis, great move underneath to go up and under the hoop. Laying it in, 35-27. 4 quick points for the Tigers. Mitchell and the Bobcats moving right to left as Linehan finds himself on the far wing to Rackley. Rackley pump fakes, goes to the left elbow, back to Stone. Stone, 10 on the shot clock. The Tiger defense making the Bobcats use all 30 seconds of their timeout. Garrett Zimmerman, 6'9" frame, using all of it. He was pretty much standing on the left block and managed to lay it in on the right side of the hoop. Shot is up from Ferguson, and there will be a foul that is whistled on Ferguson. Ferguson, 2 quick fouls. He is up to 3 in the game, so he will exit, replaced by Staten Levine. Traden Rackley will cross midcourt. He'll hand right off to Mitchell. Andrew Mitchell will bounce past to Zimmerman. Zimmerman back to Linehan. Linehan underneath, going up. There is a foul whistled on Bowie. And that's going to send Linehan to the charity stripe. Josh Linehan, 6'5" freshman out of Rogersville, Missouri. The entire team for the Bobcats, hailing from the Show Me State, save Cooper Long out of Mountain Home, Arkansas. First free throw from Linehan is up and good. Second free throw is good, so Josh Linehan, 2 for 2 from the line. And Levine will cross midcourt. Coming up behind him is Linehan. The bounce pass back to Bowie. 1-touch pass to Blue. Blue goes right back to Levine. Levine nearly loses control of it. He'll maintain it at the 15-foot line. He'll drive in, up with the right hand, and good. And Levine puts the total 6-point differential, 37 for the Tigers, 31 for the Bobcats. Aiden Stone spins around, tries to work across the defense, finds Linehan. Linehan picks up a screen, but quickly covered by Levine. Linehan finding Mitchell. Mitchell to the left side, to the near wing. Now back to Linehan. Linehan 10 on the shot clock to Rackley. Rackley pulls up for three. No, short. Rebound coming to Rosario. Rosario heaves it down to Bowie. Bowie able to keep it in. Here is Davis, and Davis will lay it home. Joel Davis puts it to 39-31. Aiden Stone finds Traden Rackley. Rackley, one of two seniors on this Bobcat squad. Shot up from Zimmerman, no good. Rebounded by Tawan Bowie. Bowie will bounce pass, finding Levine. Levine pump face, gets a shot up, nearly rattled in, but he will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. Second infraction of the afternoon on Aiden Stone. First free throw from Levine, no good. Matt Lubert will enter, replacing Garrett Zimmerman. No change for the Tigers. 16-15 left in this championship game. Both teams have punched their ticket to the NAIA tournament. As Levine goes 2 for 2. Inbounded to Mitchell. Mitchell right back to Lubert. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell, full court press by the Tigers. Hands to Mitchell. Mitchell bounce passes to find Stone. Stone underneath and muscles that up and in. 2 points from the Thayer, Missouri native, averaging a not team high, but close to the team high, 13 points a game. Only 1 point off of the team high 14 that's held by Traden Rackley. Joel Davis under, and he'll be fouled by Stone. Second foul on the Bobcats in this half. Pass to Levine. Levine finds Davis. Davis in the paint, short, rebounded by Lubert. Lubert off to Rackley. Rackley to the top of the key to Stone. Stone back to Rackley. Rackley to the right side, finding Linehan. Linehan back to Rackley. Rackley to Mitchell. Lubert goes down to a posting Stone. 5 on the shot clock to a cutting. Beautiful move there as Mitchell found a seam and laid it in untouched. 5-point spread. Staten Levine and the Tigers at 40. Aiden Stone and the Bobcats at 35. Team leaders for their respective squads. 12 for the blue and whites Tigers, 11 for the maroon and gold, as Joel Davis picks up his 10th point of the evening. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Stolen by Staten Levine. Levine still trying to get possession. It's touched off last by Stone. Zimmerman and Stone will trade places, as will Rogers and Mitchell. Referees conferring that the shot clock's where it should be, and it sits at 28. Tawan Bowie receives the inbound on the far side. Bowie moves to the right side as he finds Rosario. Rosario drives into the paint, muscles a shot up, just misses, but he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Hector Rosario, a 73% free throw shooter coming into the game. And he'll knock down the first of 2. 1 for 1 on the day. Second on its way, and he'll stay 3 of 3, correction. Rogers outside to Lubert. Lubert hands off to Rackley. Lubert up, Lubert under, and that just rattles out. That thought really hard about going in, but it goes out. Rosario under. All kinds of blocked by Zimmerman. Zimmerman said, no, sir. Inbound goes to Davis. Davis goes into the paint, lays it in with the right hand. 46-35. And a timeout by the Bobcats. That will be a 60-second timeout. 13:45 left to go in this contest. Tigers lead it by 11. It is 46-35. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Carter Activity Center. Tigers 46, Bobcats 35. Ozarks takes the inbound outside to Linehan. Linehan finding Rogers. Rogers to Rackley. Rackley to Zimmerman. Zimmerman post up, spins around, fades away. No good. Rebounded by Levine. Quickly going down the floor is Blue. Blue finding Rosario. Passes to Davis. Davis untouched underneath. Picks up his team high 14th point of the evening. Bounce pass to Zimmerman. Zimmerman back to Rogers. Rogers to Rackley. Rackley finding Linehan. To Lubert. Lubert driving the baseline. Kisses it off the window. He is fouled. That foul on Joel Davis. Josh Linehan, the Rogersville, Missouri native, shooting 63% from the charity stripe, will shoot 2. His first is no good. Second on its way, and it rattles in. Zimmerman on the far side. Correction, that is Blue. I got my number ones mixed up. Blue finds Davis. Davis inside, 3-on-1, and Davis will be fouled. Third personal foul chalked up to Matt Lubert. So Joel Davis will head to the free throw line for his first time. Team leading 14 points. First free throw, no good. Back iron. Hayden Stone, Tanner Diaz, and Andrew Mitchell back in for the Bobcats, replacing Tanner Rogers, Matt Lubert, and Garrett Zimmerman. Davis rattles home his second free throw. Diaz goes to his right side, finding Stone. Stone continuing to the right side now finds Linehan. Stone off the right block. Stone will back up to the defenders with the left hand, up and good. Jordan Blue will lead his Tigers down the floor after the bucket by Aiden Stone. And Joel Davis will be fouled. The Bobcats pleading the case that Davis walked, and the striped shirt showing that his walk was due to the outstretched arm of Aiden Stone, who gets his 4th personal foul. So the team leader for the Bobcats in a bit of foul trouble will exit. Garrett Zimmerman coming back in. His head coach Steve Shepard just shakes his head, saying that should not have been called on you, but I didn't see, honestly. But in any case, Joel Davis went to the line, going 1 for 2. I'm sure in every single call in basketball, one coach says yes, the other coach says no, and will argue until they're blue in the face, no matter which way it goes. Bounce pass on the other side to Mitchell. Mitchell to Diaz, finding Rackley. Rackley, 7 on the shot clock, going to find Linehan, and Linehan will be fouled by Davis. .53 left in the second half. Voorhees up over the College of the Ozarks, 50-38. The inbound finding Diaz to Rackley. Rackley back up top. Now to Mitchell. Mitchell's three-pointer on the way. It is short. Rebound is off the fingertips of Linehan, who knocks it out of bounds. Jordan Blue takes the inbound pass. Moves to the left side. He'll pass to Davis. Joel Davis drives into the baseline, goes to Rosario, and that's out of reach. Turnover by the Tigers. Linehan drives up, under, and good out of his right pocket. 10-point spread. Tigers at 50, Bobcats at 40. Blue pulling up for 3 from the near corner. No good. Rebounded by Zimmerman. Zimmerman getting his 2nd board of the night. Diaz spins around. Loses control, and it is into the hands of the Bobcats. Mitchell will bounce pass. Zimmerman has that stolen away by Levine. Levine looked right, passed left, and nearly dunking it back home. No good, but getting the offensive board are the Tigers, and head coach Gabriel Huff saying, settle down, settle down. Rosario to Davis. Davis hands off to Bowie. Dwan Bowie makes the man bite out to Blue. Blue will have the shot clock elapse on him. So 1 shot clock violation on either team. Midway through this second half. 10 minutes left to crown the A.I.I. Men's Basketball Tournament champion. Zimmerman finding Rackley. Rackley to Linehan. Linehan thought about the three-pointer. He'll dribble 2 steps forward over to Mitchell on the near wing, and he'll knock it home. Three-pointer. Yes, sir, out of Mitchell. Andrew Mitchell with his 6th, 7th, and 8th point of the contest. Malik Wood now in for the Tigers to Bowie. Bowie off the right elbow. That's up, no good. Rebounded by Rackley. Zimmerman from 10 feet, no good. Rebounded by Bowie. Juan Bowie out to Davis. Davis makes his man stutter step and lays it up and in. Davis showing off the wheels. And a timeout by the Tigers coaching staff will send us to our next break. 9:12 left to go in the contest. Voorhees up 52 over the Ozarks 43. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
Okay, kids, Dad's gonna teach you how to dance. First, spread your feet apart. Then, pump your knee, nod your head, shake your hips, and bite your lip ever so slightly. Now, with one hand in the air, point at people with the other hand. I call that the rock star.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now, make a face like it just smells something bad.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
If you love them enough to turn on your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Nine minutes, 12 seconds to go. Voorhees and the College of the Ozarks vying for a crown in this A.I.I. tournament. Already in the NAIA tournament. Diaz spins off the defender. Will bounce past to Linehan. Linehan finding Rackley. Rackley will pick up a screen from Zimmerman. Backs off, finding Mitchell. Mitchell's three-pointer, no good. Rebound is off the hands of Zimmerman, so it is Voorhees' ball. Malik Wood at the point for the Tigers. Finding Levine. Staten Levine hands off, now finding Rosario. Tawan Bowie receives the pass. 8 on the shot clock, outside to Rosario. Rosario at the free throw line, backs up, fadeaway jumper. Yes. 54-43. After Rosario's jumper puts him up to 12 points. Zimmerman at the top of the key finds Rackley. Rackley spins around, picks up his dribble, finding Diaz. Diaz to the right elbow, out to Mitchell. Mitchell pulling up for three. Yes! Andrew Mitchell, team leading 13 three-pointers coming into the game. That was his third of this contest. And it is now 54-46 in favor of Voorhees. Rackley on the near wing, pulling up for three, and answering three is no good. Rebound goes to Rosario. Staten Levine on his way to the hoop. He is fouled. The foul whistled on Garrett Zimmerman. Zimmerman's first foul sends Staten Levine to the free throw line. No good, first one. Tanner Rogers enters. Linehan takes a seat. Second free throw. Splashes, nothing but the bottom of the net. 55-46 after the free throw from Levine. Drayden Rackley moves to the left side, pulling up for three. Short. Rebounded by Levine. Levine picks up his sixth rebound. Malik Wood backs up, tries to pass it out. Rosario has to jump about 6 feet in the air to keep it in play, but he does. Levine looks to the right side to Bowie. Bowie hands off to Wood. Wood on the near wing, drives to the baseline, goes outside to Bowie. Bowie drives the baseline on the left side, and Bowie will take one too many steps and whistled with the travel. .6:54 left. Tigers lead 55-46. The inbound finds Rogers. Diaz with the ball at the top of the key, picks up his dribble, goes to the right side to Rackley. Rackley bounced pass to Simmerman at the top of the key. Simmerman out to Diaz. Diaz will drive into the paint. Bounce passes out to Rackley. Rackley's three-pointer. No good. Simmerman gets the board. Simmerman muscles up with the left hand. Don't make it from the outside. We'll make it from the inside, says the Bobcats. 55-48. Malik Wood goes by himself out to Rosario now. Rosario's three-pointer, and that's no good. Davis gets the board. Davis lays it up off the board, and good. Well, Davis up with a 20-point game. Rogers goes to the right side to Diaz. Diaz finds Rackley. Rackley to Mitchell. Mitchell hands off to Diaz. Diaz will back off. 7 on the shot clock. Zimmerman has to get a shot off. Cannot. Stolen away by the Tigers. Here's Rosario. Rosario Euro steps up and in. Rackley at the top of the key, and Rackley is fouled by Rosario.
Tigers foul number 32. His first personal foul.
And a timeout is called by the Tigers. 5 minutes, 32 seconds, Bobcats rather. 5 minutes, 32 seconds left in this championship game. Tigers lead at 59-48. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
Hey everybody, it's time for today's STEM tip. Want to know how to make your selfies even better? Okay, let's use science. The best time for photos is golden hour. That's the moment right before the sun sets, when the atmosphere scatters blue and violet wavelengths, making perfect, soft, and golden selfie light to show off that beautiful face of yours. Click. Check out Chic and STEM for more inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Tanner Diaz with the ball. Goes to the left side, finding Rackley. Rackley to Mitchell. Around the horn on the far wing to Diaz. Diaz with 10 on the shot clock now. Simmerman will have to pass off as he finds Rackley. Rackley makes the man miss. Pulls up his shot. Yes. Three-pointer from Traden Rackley. Makes it an 18-point game. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Down the home stretch. Jump shot, no good. And it is Bobcat ball. Rogers will cross midcourt for the maroon and gold. At the top of the key, he finds Diaz. Diaz at the top, finding Mitchell. Mitchell planted to shoot a three. Instead, he gets it to Simmerman. Back out to Diaz. Diaz to a cutting Rogers. 7 on the shot clock. Diaz heaves it across, tipped out. Rackley gets his last second shot. No good. Rebounded by Staten Levine. Levine finds Tawan Bowie. Bowie goes outside to Davis. Davis hands off to Wood. Wood to Levine. Levine crosses the court. Here's Rosario. Rosario drives into the paint, puts up a shot, but not before he walks. Josh Linehan back in for the Bobcats, as is Aiden Stone. Stone, 4 fouls. We'll have to play it cool in the final 4 minutes. Braden Rackley with the ball, pointing to get motion. He'll hand off. Goes to the top to Zimmerman. Shot by Rackley. Hits the iron, no good. Rebounded by Rosario. Hector Rosario looks up at the clock, slows it down. Out to Wood. Wood to Twan Bowie. Bowie now over, finding Rosario on the far corner to Wood. Malik Wood for 3. No. Rebounded by Linehan. College of the Ozarks with the ball, trailing by 8. Here's a three-pointer from Mitchell. No good. Rebound still being contested for, and that'll be a foul on Zimmerman. And with that foul, that sends the Tigers to the line, shooting the 1 and the 1. It will be Twan Bowie doing the honors for the blue and white. Bowie, a 72% free throw shooter. Front half on its way, and it is good. So Bowie hits the front half of the 1 and 1. Chance to make it 2. And he does just that. 10-point spread. 61-51 after Twan Bowie hits both of his free throws in the bonus. 3:15 to go. Stone goes to Rackley. Rackley at the top of the key goes to Mitchell. Mitchell has it stolen, but not before a foul. Malik Wood with the foul. And now both teams in the bonus. Aiden Stone will go to the charity stripe in the 1 and 1. Front half of the 1 and 1 from Stone is good. So they'll line it up and do it again. 61-52. Back half is no good. Rebounded by Levine. Levine, 13 points, now 8 rebounds. Hector Rosario will move slowly to the right wing. To the left side to Davis. Davis hands off to Wood. Wood to Levine. Levine pump fakes the 3, hands off to Bowie. Bowie takes the 3. No. Rebound. Still being fought for, as that is Stone and Davis go down to the floor together as they hold on to the ball. So it is a jump ball. Possession arrow favoring College of the Ozarks. Inbounding will be the Bobcats. Stone. Stone inbounds. Finding Rackley. Rackley hands off to Mitchell. Mitchell to Lubert. Trying to get a cutting pass down low. It's last touched by the Tigers. So C of O will have the ball under their hoop. Lubert will inbound. Tried to get it to Rackley. Rackley lost control, but he gets it over to Stone. Stone with the left hand. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Twan Bowie calls up the hand, says slow it down. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Davis on the far corner goes back to Blue between the circles. Blue will watch, let the clock melt. 13 on the shot clock, now at 2 on the game clock. Nearly losing control, but Bowie maintains possession. Bowie pulling up for three. Rattles out as Rackley gets the board. Rackley to the right side, finding Lubert. Lubert bounce passes, finding Linehan. Josh Linehan into the paint with the left hand, and that muscles in. And Coach Shepard wants to take a time to talk things over, as it is a 7-point game. Minute 38 left to go, 61-54 in favor of Voorhees. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
98 seconds left before an A.I.I. tournament champion is crowned. Will it be the Tigers or the Bobcats? Tawan Bowie and his Tigers holding a 7-point lead. Hector Rosario out to Bowie, goes to the left side, finding Wood. Staten Levine on the near wing. Looks up, 10 on the timer. He'll back off, goes out to Davis. Joel Davis for 3. He'll knock it in. And now the Tigers want to take a timeout with a 10-point differential. 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go. Full timeout. 64-54 in favor of Voorhees. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
Spend a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain, sleet, and mud. In 95, I helped tow your moving trailer. In 05, I helped you get out of a ditch. Yeah, I know I'm a bit rusty, and sadly in 09, it was sparks from me, your handy chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Sparks from dragging chains can start a wildfire. Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
.72 seconds left in this one. Voorhees leads it by double digits, 64-54 over the College of the Ozarks. Traden Rackley gets the inbound. Rackley at the top of the key, goes to the right side to Mitchell. Mitchell to Stone. Stone pump fakes up and in. Great move there. And a quick timeout there by College of the Ozarks. This is going to be a long minute and a second. We'll take the other timeout with them as well. A full timeout. 61 seconds to go. It is 64-56 now. Voorhees leading. This is A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as 1 pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Uh-oh.
1 minute and 1 second left in the game. Voorhees Tigers 67, College of the Ozarks Bobcats 56. Both teams in the single bonus. Staten Levine has his run of the baseline. And a quick tip trying to get the foul were the Bobcats. Instead, they'll just tip it out of bounds. Staten Levine will try and inbound. Now we'll have to stay planted. He'll heave as he finds Malik Wood. Wood backs off. Wood tries to work around, but he does get fouled.
Bobcats foul number 2, that is his first personal foul, team foul.
So Malik Wood will go to the free throw line. Malik Wood, 5'10" senior out of Newport News, Virginia. First on its way, and it is good. Front half of the 1-and-1. Makes it a 9-point spread. Andrew Mitchell back in. 3-point weapon. Malik Wood hit the front half of the 1-and-1. He'll get his second on the way. It is up. It is no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Mitchell hands off to Rackley. Rackley crosses over. Moves to the left side. 45 seconds to go. And off to Rackley. Rackley finding Lubert. Lubert hands off to Linehan. Linehan pulls up for three. Short. Rebounded by Staten Levine. And fouled is Tawan Bowie. That foul whistled on Traden Rackley. Rackley's second foul. That sends Bowie to the free throw line. Bowie up to 10 points. 4 Tigers in double digits with 32.1 seconds left. Bowie, one of those with 10. Front half of the 1-and-1 is good. Bowie will have another one upcoming. 10-point game, 66-56. Voorhees Tigers in the lead. All 4 Tigers will back off to the backcourt. Bowie's free throw on its way. And both are good from Tawan Bowie. Stone crosses the court and calls the quick timeout. 29.5 seconds, and it's a full timeout. Goodness, it seems like 10 minutes ago we were at 1 minute left. That's what happens when we have all these timeouts. 29.5 seconds left. Voorhees 67, College of the Ozarks 56. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
What is dedication?
I am the father of a 9-year-old little girl and a 6-year-old little boy. And I find fatherhood both relentlessly challenging and relentlessly rewarding. My daughter is biological and my son is adopted. I love them both so much. From the morning when you wake up to putting them to bed at night and every moment in between, it really is so special, and boy, is it exhausting. One thing that I fear about being a parent is the future for my children. I think a parent's job is to protect our children, but also prepare them for the world so they become good, kind human beings. But I'm also hopeful that the future holds a more inclusive and compassionate world for them.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Small contingent of fans have made the 10-hour trek from Denmark, South Carolina to Paragould, Arkansas, cheering on their Voorhees Tigers during that timeout. As Traden Rackley goes up and under all by himself. Steve Shepard did not want that. He wanted a three-pointer. But it's still points. as a foul will send Tawan Bowie to the free throw line.
Bobcats foul number 3. That is his first personal foul.
67-56. .9 ticks left. Free throw from Bowie is up and good. Just now putting the points on the board, confusing us up here. 69-58. Second free throw is short. Rebounded by Lubert. Lubert puts it in second gear, goes coast to coast by himself. He goes behind to Linehan. Linehan's shot is up and good. Inbound. Finds Rosario. Rosario to Blue. Blue will back off. 7 seconds left in the game as Rosario will hold on to it. And Voorhees College will take home the crown of the A.I.I. Men's Basketball Conference Championship. So congratulations to the Voorhees Tigers. Also congratulations to the College of the Ozarks Bobcats, who also have punched their ticket to the NAIA National Tournament. And the Ozarks took home the Women's Championship. And then a men's basketball win by the Tigers of Voorhees College. We'll take a short break and come back with post-game stats. Congratulations once again to the Voorhees Tigers. Telling of the final score, Voorhees 68, College of the Ozarks 60. This is the A.I.I. Conference Championship on the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Digital Network.
My name is Grayson Taylor, and I'm the campus minister at the Ridge Connection, which is the campus ministry on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College. College is a time that is possibly the most formative time in any person's life. It's where you find out who you might marry, figure out what you want to do with your life, and you figure out if your faith is legitimate, or you figure out if you believe in God at all. At the Ridge Connection, we want to help you to find an authentic community of believers that is both encouraging and uplifting to you during your time in college. We hope that as you become more involved in our campus ministry, that you actually leave campus more like Jesus than you were when you walked in. We want to help you connect to God, connect to other people, and of course, connect on the campus of CRC. So follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook at The Ridge Connection. You can find us on Instagram at The Ridge Connect. We are so excited to see what God does through The Ridge Connection on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College.
Well, it's been a fun 6 games. 4 games yesterday, 2 games today. We're glad that you've been with us as the Tigers of Voorhees College gets the championship for the men's side of the bracket. Final stats, Voorhees shooting 45% from the floor. College of the Ozarks, 43% from long range. The Tigers were 4 of 22. College of the Ozarks, 7 of 21. The rebounding battle, Voorhees 38, Ozarks 27. 12 assists apiece, 7 steals for Voorhees. 14 total turnovers by the Bobcats that led to 14 Voorhees points. And 12 giveaways by the Tigers led to 17 points for the Bobcats. As we look at individual scoring, 4 players for the Bobcats in double digits, led by Traden Rackley's 13. He also tied for the team lead, 5 rebounds. Correction, I've been wrong many a time. I was wrong again. Team leader Aiden Stone had 16 points. He had 5 rebounds. Just behind Stone was Traden Rackley, 13 points and 5 rebounds. 11 coming from Andrew Mitchell and 10 from Josh Linehan. Also scoring for the Bobcats, 4 points out of Garrett Zimmerman and 3 points apiece from Matt Lubert and Tanner Rogers. On the other side of the court, Joel Davis led all scorers with 23 points. Behind him was Hector Rosario with 14, 13 each from Staten Levine and Tawan Bowie. And Malik Wood had 3 points to his credit on the night. Leading rebounder for the Tigers was Staten Levine. He came away with 9 boards. Just behind him was Hector Rosario with 8. So again, we thank you for joining us for this weekend of A.I.I. basketball action. Congratulations to the ladies of the College of the Ozarks taking home the crown. And congratulations to the men of Voorhees College as they took home the men's crown. But again, Crowley's Ridge College ladies have also earned a trip to the NAIA tournament, as did the men of the College of the Ozarks. So at least 4 teams with A.I.I. will head to the big dance. On the women's side, College of the Ozarks and Crowley's Ridge College. For the men, it is Voorhees and the College of the Ozarks. We thank you very much for joining us. We hope that you have a safe trip back home. Well, if you're listening or watching, then you're already at home. We'll publicly wish our friends from Lincoln Christian, hopefully they had a safe trip home. We'll wish them a safe trip. Our friends from Fisher College heading back to Boston, Massachusetts. Our guests from Voorhees College heading back to Denmark, South Carolina. And the teams from the College of the Ozarks heading back to Point Lookout, Missouri. We thank you for joining us. We hope everybody has a safe trip and a successful national tournament. Until we see you again, we want to say goodnight